1956 movie, then The Searchers, directed by the infamous John Ford, who was also involved in the script. It's set in Texas in 1868. It's a Western, of course, and it stars John Wayne as Ethan. Vera Miles plays Laurie Jorgensen. Jeffrey Hunter plays Martin, and a very young and attractive Natalie Wood plays Debbie. We also see Ward Bond as the retired Captain Clayton, and basically, as is the case with westerns, and particularly John Ford westerns, it's a classic good guys versus the bad guys. The good guys are the white guys, the bad guys are the Red Indians, and this film follows that simple plot. Which starts off as Ethan returns after the Civil War. He's taken a long time to get back to his family. He was a Confederate soldier, and of course those historians will recall that they lost the Civil War to the Unionists. So his politics, his racism rears its ugly head early on, with the fact that Martin is an eighth Indian. So there's that ethnic discomfort immediately. Now, a lot of talk about, was there a deliberate attempt by Ford in his direction to examine the racism within movies, and was he trying to make aware the fact that the underlying notion was something that was really quite poor, atrocious within American society at the time, or was it just another Western where he wanted to create a racist divide even further? That's open to question, but certainly Wayne was a good choice to take on this racist attitude. What transpires with regard to the plot is that the Comanche, whilst Ethan and the other men are away, they attack the family home and murder most of the family and capture two of the young girls. One is later found dead, and the focus of the movie is from Martin and Ethan's attempt to track down the Comanche and find the girl Debbie. And what's wonderful about the movie is the cinematography, the wide open spaces, the panoramic views are absolutely breathtaking, and you can just drift with the splendor of the environment when you're watching it. Of course, the use of shadow and depth of field was very much a part of this movie. Ford used it extensively, and this was at about the same time that Hitchcock was using this technique, and it creates a really tremendous visual picture of the movie. So that's certainly something to take note of, even though the plot is somewhat predictable. We also get to look at the humor. At one point, Martin, they come across a group of Comanche women, and what transpires is that eventually, through some business arrangement, inadvertently Martin buys an Indian squaw who then follows him around for the next few days, much to his frustration. It is an amusing aspect to the movie. The final frames show the mass slaughter of the Indians by Bond and the army of Unionist army, and Wayne, of course. And the last frame shows Wayne's silhouette in the doorway, with the great expanse behind him and beyond, after he has delivered Debbie back safe and sound to the family bosom. So basically, it's a movie that has to be in your top 10. I'm not quite sure whether it's going to make the 5, but no surprises if it were to. So that's The Searchers, set in Texas, 1868, directed by John Ford and starring John Wayne.